Hi everybody, welcome back to my Dungeon Boss campaign series. Today we're going to be moving along in the campaign. We're going to be taking on Chapter 10. If you notice, I just hit level 26, which was the recommended level for Chapter 10. Before we get to that, just a quick shout out to all the new guild members. And actually we're getting to the point where I don't even know any of the new people now, because the last time I checked there was only a few people, and now we're almost at 20. So we got a lot of new people, so everybody that showed up, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you. Once we get up to 50 members, then we'll see where we fall within crowns, and then hopefully at that point we can establish where we are, if we're a 7, 8, 9,000 crown guild. I know a lot of people find the crowns a lot easier to get now, so I would imagine that if we can get to 50 members and have regular players, then we should do pretty well. So once we get a full guild, then we'll start looking at crown requirements, and then if some people want to step up and advocate for membership and be officers and stuff like that, I'll certainly be open to that as well. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, let's try and get a full house here with daily players and not people that are absent for days or weeks at a time. So again, everybody, welcome aboard, and thanks for joining. Hopefully we can all have a good time. So we're taking on Chapter 10. As I said, Chapter 10 is recommended level 26. So just a quick glimpse into level 10. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 stages. So I think what we will do is we will do the first 2 stages or so. I'll kind of watch the clock, and we'll break these into 2 videos, unless they go really quick. I don't anticipate them going as quickly as they did in the past, so we'll probably do Inferno and Torture Chamber in this first video, and then we'll come back for Demon's Breast, Cursed Tower, and Inferno Bastion. And yes, I know I said Demon's Breast, but I guess that's a Freudian slip for you. So if a video ever goes viral, this is the one to do, because I guess that's how things start. Alright, so with Inferno, all red team. So elemental disadvantages kept to a minimum. We have been trying out some new teams, though. Remember, I just got Nimriel unlocked, who is my first 3-star hero. So she has actually worked her way into my main rotation. And so then I've been kind of toying around with Ella and Cobalt as my main damage dealers. Cobalt isn't really super powerful yet, so Ella was a little bit better for crowd control because of her her charm. So I'm going to keep her in there for now until I get another star on Cobalt. I'm not planning on leveling up Ella that much, not like I did with my main account, just because honor is a little bit tougher to come by. So we're going to be sticking in with this team for a few more levels. I'm very, very, very close to a 10 times heroic summon, so once that comes around, I'm going to be doing that for level 30 PvP, so that'll be coming in a couple weeks probably, and depending on who the feature is at the time. I kind of wanted to do it today because it was a Kozar feature, but I just don't want to pull the trigger on that. I feel like I probably could have gotten enough gems to get the times 10 summon, but I'm not going to push it too hard. I'm sure somebody great will be right behind Kozar, and there's a lot of good people at this level here. So to start things out, we're just going to sample a little bit and see how tough we are compared to them. Nimriel's got Tank Hunter. I expect her to do some major killing. These guys are undead, so Yasmin should finish him off. And then we'll get our taunt on there and see if the little nitpick wannabe does a AoE. Nope, just a single target. Revenge will kill him. That's what I thought. And for those of you that follow pop culture, I've found this absolutely hilarious. When we kill this guy, the quest... actually, no, it was the caster. Wait till we get to the next room. Roasted Night means nothing. But I'm a huge meme nut, and just overall pop culture nut as well. But when we kill these, the name of the quest, Cast Me Outside. So that is a reference to the somewhat hilarious, somewhat tragic Cash Me Outside, How About That, which is been making the rounds as of lately. So if you're into that sort of thing, it is pretty comical. And they do things like that from time to time where they make little cute references like that. But this one here is one of the better ones in my opinion. And next turn we'll be able to heal William and bring him back up. And so this first dungeon, playing it at level with the runes that I have on, I don't have great runes, but just by having runes, this is drastically easier than if you're playing through a year and a half ago when it first came out, like I was doing. You had to, a lot of the times I played those over leveled just because that was the pace of play. Now you can do a lot of them under level. I've heard people beating King Kong super early because of runes now. And even this here, I obviously put the best runes I had on most of these people because I'm using them for PvP defense. But just those little bit of stat increases is pretty amazing. So the daze was going to stop him, which is what I was expecting. I'll throw my crit and blood ritual on Nimriel, and he's going to be toast pretty soon here. And I'll be able to taunt with William next to if he even gets another turn. I could probably kill him outright with the Guardian Strike, but in the interest of preserving a 3-star and making sure we don't have to do this video a second time, we'll just kill him that way, because Nimriel will kill him with the next shot. So overall, pretty easy. I think you could easily do this one with level 23-ish. I don't think you need to be 26 if you have runes. And everybody should have all these heroes for the most part. You should be able to get any of them rather easily. You should have gotten William just through the course of playing. There were several dungeons that had his tokens already. The only difference would be Ella if you didn't do any PvP and didn't spend any honor on her, or you used your honor on the summons. Okay, next up, Torture Chamber. We have a green dungeon and a blue boss. So the green dungeon itself is going to be good for us. Nimriel is going to walk right through that. We'll be using William to take out the pig guy here because he's not a beast. He's a demon. Wonder if this guy is a demon. Yeah. And he's a beast. So Beast Hunter on William is usually pretty good, but I guess pigs are demons and they're not beasts. Alright, same team. I also did get an extra star on Yasmin a few days ago, so she's no longer a 1-star, so she's a little bit better than what she is, or what she was. I'm still waiting for her final ascension, which will give her that last little bit of a stat boost, which will make her a little bit more viable in PvP as well. I thought that would kill him, but I don't need to heal, so once we get the taunt up, we can actually auto-run from the elemental advantage, green versus blue. I expected that to happen a little bit, but I also expect to be able to soak it, and then I'll heal when we get into the next dungeon. So you don't want to heal too soon, you don't want to heal too late. That's the big thing. Same thing with using the skills. When you're on such a short dungeon, you have to be cautious about when you use your actual skills, which is why I tend to not use Nimriel's, because I want to use that for the boss. So we heal here, and then they're going to take a few pot shots and whittle them down a little bit. But at that point, then I'll be able to use my second heal with Yasmin. So even elemental disadvantage, he does pretty good against the beasts, which is what I was counting on. Take out the weaker guy first. And down he goes, and it's going to end up right where I wanted it, unless Nimriel kills him. That is the only question here. And that's, yeah, I wish she wouldn't have killed him because I was going to toss my heal on William, but in this case, I'll just do that all in the first turn here instead, and that's how it is. But I'm going to daze him with her first attack, so we'll throw that on her. She doesn't get the crit because of the elemental disadvantage, but the extra damage never hurts. Didn't do much, but... And Williams, he just got some basic heals from just from the passive from Yasmin, so that's good. So we'll taunt, he'll probably miss, and then next time around we can use our Guardian Strike and buff everybody up a little bit. Plus, I will be able to heal with Yasmin. This should go down pretty quick. I could auto it, but I'm gonna, I want to use the actual skills. Raise some defense. He's still going to be dazed, and actually, even when his daze comes up, I'm just going to re-daze him with Ella. So he has literally no chance to win here. Days expired, and we just rinse and repeat. And at this point, we just do some auto. And he should be dead. Try to use his skill, but AI doesn't know any better. So taunt came down, but the days stayed up, so we're all good. All right, we are going to take a quick peek at the next 2 or 3 dungeons just to see what they look like. We're just over 10 minutes now, trying to keep this a little bit manageable. The required level is 7 or 27, so it went up a little bit. Bunch of casters, so that should be fun. We'll do the last 3 dungeons in the next video, so sit tight and we'll be at it in just a moment. Thanks.